Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the debate, and it is really taking a toll on Joe Biden and America as a whole. You know, one thing that I don't want, the reason why I will not want Trump to be a president, I will not like it. I will not support it. But if Republicans had brought another person to run as a president, I would have agreed that yes, Republican president will do better in terms of economy, investment, and all that. But bringing this man, number one, he doesn't like people who come from outside. This man, he withheld our papers. He locked the office for us not to get our papers. But every other office, we are open during the time of the COVID. We are never given the justice. Like, no, they are not talking about it. You know why? Because we are not Americans. People who migrated to USA knows that the former president do not like immigrants. So everything he will bypass if he assumes office as a president. He will make sure that the immigration process is very, very slow, and it might be taking you 2 years for you to get any paper so that you won't go to work. He is still emphasizing on it that people who came from outside or who are coming from outside are taking up their jobs. But remember that the outsider, the immigrants, are the people building American economy. Americans, some of them do not like to work. Calling menial job professional jobs. How many percentage of Americans are graduates? How many of them are very enthusiastic of going to school? You know why? Because everything is done, is here. They have everything at platter of gold. You don't want immigrants, but immigrants are building your country. I think Joe answered him very well. Those people are why America is great today. They work, they pay their taxes, they make America great. So, but the truth is that our president, Joe Biden, is going through a lot. And I was, even when I was watching this debate, I was like, is Sir Joe sick? And at the end of the day, everybody knows that there are states of mind you will be devastated. There are so many things going on with him. No, apart from age. After all, the difference is just 3 years. Senior Trump, just 3 years. So they are both old. If you're talking about a young American president, they should bring all new people who are between the age of 40 and 50. Two of them are old. So Trump should not be using age to, to talk down on Joe Biden. It's just that Joe Biden is going through a lot. And I don't know how they can, whether he want to step down for another person to come, because they cannot afford to be scared about what happened last time. Do you know, I was literally afraid of some of them in that house when those people barged in on them. If such a thing will happen again, what about those police people that lost their lives? People, they are not talking about them. Why they are not talking about them? Most of them are black. They are black. So, in fact, I don't know. Thank you for watching. It's this news and all the rest of it. They were so, everybody is shocked. Even all his party members, even him himself is not feeling good after this debate. Sir Joe didn't do well at all. Do you know Sir Joe literally allowed this man to be saying things that he is not? You know, remember the last debate they did before Joe entered office as a president? Everything this man said was lie, 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 lie. And now he is calling Joe that liar, which people calls him in USA. See, I don't know. I don't know what is really happening. I had wished that if Democratic Party will allow someone else to run as president in order to make sure they continue office for the peace of America, I will be glad. Thank you for watching.
Trump said China and others stopped buying from Iran under him. China never stopped. He revived his pet lie. I don't know how many times I've done it, that he signed the Veterans Choice Program into law. Barack Obama did that in 2014. Trump signed an expanded version in 2018. And finally, Trump said Biden got rid of that Veterans Program. Biden has not done that.
So Reverend Al, that was remarkable.
That's a lot of lies.
Remarkable job of counting all the lies, and yet the question that hangs out there is, why didn't Joe Biden do that? Why didn't Joe Biden respond to the lies in real time? Why wasn't Joe Biden able to take the incoming and respond back and push him back? Because I can tell you, Barack Obama could have done it. Mitt Romney could have done it. John McCain could have done it. George W. Bush could have done it. I can go back. Bill Clinton, my God. They all could have done it.
A few of those people could have done it, not all of those people.
Well, no.
It is not that easy to respond to a fire hose of falsehoods coming at you.
All right.
So I'm not defending it.
Right.
They're definitely, the lies should have been called out, many of them. Rev.
And he, by the way, he didn't even bring up that Donald Trump said he spoke to Vladimir Putin about Vladimir Putin's dream of invading Ukraine, and Joe Biden just let it pass. All right, Rev, your thoughts.
I think that as much as I was disappointed to devastated by Joe Biden's performance last night, the real issue this morning is not what is going to happen to Joe Biden. The question is what's going to happen to us as a country. This man, Donald Trump, unrepentant for what he did in terms of trying to overthrow the government, totally advocating last night to continuing to take away women's right to choice and openly advocating for states' rights, which had my mother where she couldn't use a bathroom in her native Dothan, Alabama, because the state of Alabama uphold segregation rights. And once you go down the road of states' rights, it's going to not only affect women's right to choice, which is disastrous, it's going to affect blacks, Latinos, and everything. A man that blamed everything about people coming across the border, and certainly we need to deal with the border, but a lot of what is going on, including his mismanagement of COVID, had nothing to do with somebody coming over the border. It is a real decision we're going to have to make on who is going to stop this man. If Donald Trump becomes president, all of that becomes in effect. And let me remind people, this whole news cycle is not over. The Supreme Court could drop some decisions today that further robs us of certain things. So we've got a rough road ahead between the Supreme Court and then the sentencing of the first former president of the United States. I think we need to not just talk about Joe Biden's future. He's earned that consideration. It ought to be his decision. But the priority must be what is the future direction of this country. And if Joe Biden is the man I think he is, he will make his mind up based on what will happen to the future of the country. He should not go down in history as one that saved it and then put it in jeopardy.